This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And this is the Snowbinder.
Stonebinder, my friend.
Oh, everything else has been snow. We're keeping that.
There's a monster in my podcast.
This thing is great.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
It's a flying basilisk, Gary.
Yeah, but like a ranged goo basilisk. I want us to bottle this feeling.
Okay.
Because we have like the Tachypus and the Talus cat. Like we got some real garbage coming up as far as boring shit.
Yeah.
So we need to really like dine on this bat.
Yes.
It's a bat with a demon tail. Like it has a tail like Nightcrawler, the X-Man.
Yeah, it's like a big flying imp kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Pretty big, like the size of your chest with its wingspan and stuff. Like pretty thick.
Like a hawk. It's like a bat the size of a hawk.
Yeah. And they're bats. They act like normal bats, except their whole thing is they hawk loogies. They have a spit that turns people and flesh to stone.
Not stone, my friend. It's more like calcium carbonate.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thanks. The Frenchie in the shower talk. Like, well, actually.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Actually, exactly.
I watched that. I watched that with Chris. We were rolling on the floor. It was so good. That John Mulaney special.
He's the best.
Yes.
He's a fucking national treasure. Yeah, and that whole bit is just it's just A+. Have you watched The Comeback Kid?
No.
That one is also A+. That's his last one, and that's incredible.
Nice.
So that is a must watch.
Yeah,
and watch all three of them. There's 3 of them on Netflix, and all 3 of them are so worth your time. The whole thing is like 3 hours long. So
yeah. Well, they're definitely bumping that up to the top of my list.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So like they will turn you to stone. You will die. You will turn into calcium carbonate, which is just basically fucking chalk.
Yeah, which is pretty creepy if you think of like a statue and then you touch it and like break off its finger or something.
Yes.
You know, that's
and then
cool.
write an equation with it.
Yeah, and then get a job as a janitor, and then solve the equation, and then date Mimi Driver.
Yes.
Go to therapy.
Them apples.
Yeah, go to therapy with a guy whose ex-wife farted in her sleep.
You tried.
So allowed to wake the dog.
Yeah.
So they hawk these instoninating loogies. If they hit a part of you, they go through all clothing.
Yes.
And all armor. I don't know how that works, but it does. Like you can be wearing full plate and it just like and then it turns that part of your body to stone and it will keep spreading until you die.
Yes. So you get hit, it's like being bit. You got to cut that off as quick as possible.
Yeah. Like, and it's by body part. There are rules for this. So it's like arm. You know, and one of the things I love about Shadowrun is this is the only game where you could really do this. You know, like because there are cyber limbs, like there's capacity to fix this. If you did this in D&D, it would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess you'd have magical healing, but like it's not as cool as this. This is very flavorful. This gives your character a really cool backstory for having a cyber leg. You know, and just like I think I love petrifying.
Oh, for sure.
Stories. I think petrifying is very cool.
Oh, it's terrifying. Also, though, like just the like if it happens slowly, right?
Yeah. And what does it feel like? Probably not good.
Well, it probably feels like an encroaching numbness and coldness.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to apply.
No, it's okay.
Apply.
Yeah.
Gary, I didn't want to take that from you.
Frenchie.
Have it back.
You're right.
Have it back. I didn't want to take it from you.
I would love to end there, but though I have to. This has my favorite anecdotes from Shadow Talk.
Oh, it's so good.
This thing, yeah. So Douglas comes in, and Douglas thinks he's like Scout Junior #1, and he says like you want to know how to catch bats, and I think this feels true to me. And he says like remember roasting marshmallows when you were a kid, so burn one, peel off the crisp outer shell, leaving the sticky part, throw it as high as you can. To a bat, that sticky little marshmallow has the same echo signature as a nice juicy moth. When the bat hits it, wrapping its wings around it, the wings stick to the marshmallow, and down he plummets, the little bugger. No dreck, it works. Which is like pretty cool detail. And then I love this rejoinder. And it's like, well, yeah, and if it's a Stonebinder, it spits on you and you die. You know, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a Yahoo Answers for this. Can you kill a bat by throwing a marshmallow in the air?
Yeah.
Let's see here. The best answer is good luck getting that close to a bat in the first place. And most of them are herbivores eating fruits.
This person's a fucking Frenchie too.
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to ruin fun. People, like imagine a situation in which a bat is there. Please, Yahoo Answers, please.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Assholes.
I like the idea of throwing one marshmallow up and telling the bat that if it waits, I'll throw 2 marshmallows up.
That is a racially biased study, Gary.
There's all kinds of problems with that study.
Yeah.
It's largely my understanding is not racially biased, but like socioeconomically.
Oh yeah.
More than but like also it's funny that everyone's coming out against that study now, because it's like, well, how come the backlash to that study wasn't just fucking give your kid 2 marshmallows? Like it'd be a nice cool thing to do for your kid, and your kid deserves 2 marshmallows.
because childhood is short anyway.
I hate that, like the idea behind this is there's not gonna be a good joke to end on this, and I just ruined our ability to joke. But I hate the idea that like it wasn't the idea that like it was doing the marshmallow thing was to teach kids about self-control. It was to test them to see if they have it. And all the parents like learn that correlates to something. So what they were doing was like, do I got a dud? You know, like, is this a good kid?
Do I need to be a dick to this kid to teach him character?
Yeah. Love your fucking kid. Like, Jesus Christ, why people are so mean to kids. Like, I hate it so much.
There are already so many tests waiting for them.
100%. Like we saw when we were in Milwaukee, and we saw that thing that was like, teach your kid to start saving at 3 years old. And then I like tweeted about it, and I was like, this fucking sucks. And some asshole on Twitter who was just like, yeah, you know, it's bad to teach kids responsibility. And it's like 3 fucking years old.
3 years old.
Like, let a 3-year-old be a 3-year-old. You dumb piece of shit. Like,
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/DuckFeed.tv.